Hello. Oh, that is peaking. And the ever incessant audio issues persist. Guys, welcome to the stream. Do you like what I made for us today? I figured we had that pretty overlay that I made for the summer I turned pretty. And while that was very festive, we're in a very different season now. And I just kind of felt like Gilmore Girls deserved the same treatment. I low-key feel like this one turned out better than the last one. I don't know. Maybe it's too busy. Maybe it's overwhelming. Maybe it's a little bland. But, oh my gosh. Okay. Yes. I'm so excited to start season 2 today, guys. I actually don't know how to express to you. All weekend I've been struggling because I've wanted to watch the show. I have wanted to like that's all I've wanted to do is binge, and yet there wasn't it didn't feel right to do that without you guys, because we said we would. And so I've come up with, I think, a little bit of a plan. We're definitely gonna watch one episode today, potentially two, depending on how stream is going, how we're feeling, because there's some other things I need to get done, but potentially could be another stream this week. I'm not gonna promise anything, because 2 streams in a week after not having done it for a while seems very ambitious. However, we're going to see if I can get it done. I also apologize because I know that my full review analysis video for 116 through 121 is not out yet. To be honest, I still have yet to record it, but I desperately wanted to start working on season 2 and kind of get ahead a little bit. So I figured you guys would forgive me if we did this little stream today. We watched at least the first episode, and then we can go from there. So hopefully you'll forgive me for not having that video out to you. It is coming this week, like I promised in my post. This week also, in case Gilmore Girls is not necessarily your jam, which I don't fully understand why it wouldn't be. However, if it's not, it's not. That's fine. Frankenstein review this week. Pinch me moment in my life. Let me tell you, if I could call up my AP literature self and be like, girl, guess where I just was. Wow. Crazy. So my full review of that will be coming out this week. It comes out in theaters, certain theaters across the country, on October 24th, which is this upcoming Friday, but it will be on Netflix, I believe, November 7th, which is hilarious because in my head, that's Max and Hall season 2 day. And so Max and Hall, Guillermo del Toro, Frankenstein feel very different, but am I going to be watching both? Yes, ma'am, I will be. Yes, ma'am, I will be, because I really enjoyed both. If anyone who's here in the chat, Bailey, my girl, Gabby, welcome to the stream. If you guys can let me know how the audio sounds, just because I kind of want to get it right before we start watching the episode. I don't want to be distracted as much. Also, again, apologies that I was late. I genuinely was working. I've been listening to the audiobook for Regretting You, because I was like, you know what? This is on Kindle Unlimited. I can read this in 3 days before I go and see the movie this week. I can get this. So I was listening to that, working on this border. All of a sudden it was 7:30. I didn't even realize it, which is so silly because I set the time for these things. No one is asking me to be here at any other time other than what I choose. I'm the one setting the time. So the fact that I'm not on time is something I need to apologize for. So I do apologize. Again, like I said, if you guys could let me know, I'm going to pull up the episode and stuff now. Also, I did my predictions in a little short. Okay, Bailey says volume is good. If anyone dissents from Bailey's opinion, let me know, and let me know with haste. Again, I can update. I think it sounds good, but I don't know. Okay, you two, I trust you both. So if Gabby and Bailey say it's good, also you two are the two here, you're chatting. So if it's good to you, it's good for me. I probably actually also, in case my camera starts to do that thing again, sorry guys, when it doesn't focus on my face and it irritates me. Oh, and now it's crooked. I really would like to get to the point where everything is clamped onto my desk, which you would think it all is, but it's not. There's just a mess of cables in front of me right now. But someday the dream is to get this all coordinated so that every single time I do it, that's great. But yeah, part of the reason my audio is messed up today is because I did a podcast and it said I was way too quiet on that, but then on my live streams it's way too loud. So I was trying to adjust that. The rolling tape, if you follow the rolling tape, if you don't, you should be. We did a podcast today for the ladies' night version of the podcast, talking about the term witch and witches in media and popular culture, specifically in film, and the historical implications of that word, the literary implications of that word. So if that's something that interests you, that video or that podcast, I think is going up. It might be not until the week of Halloween, so it might not be until this next full week. Alas, that's just a shameless plug and also an explanation as to why my audio was a little bit messy. But like I said, I did a predictions YouTube short talking about all the things I think are going to happen in season 2. But to reiterate them, I do think that unfortunately Mr. Medina, and yes, one of you did point out that I am not calling him Max specifically. I'm not. We're not friends. We're not on a first name basis, and I refuse to be so. It's not Mr. Medina out of respect. It's Mr. Medina as in like we're not friends. Like, just want to remind you, we're not friends. Like, we're not family. I'm not calling you Max. Okay, respectfully, I'm not going to call you that. So that's one. Two, I think that Lorelai and his relationship will last the majority of the season. I do think the wedding will get called off, potentially because I do know other things that happen in the show that I've already admitted to you all, but also other things I'm hoping for. But I think what will happen is the second she does, it may be because of her realizing her feelings for Luke, because Max has already addressed that, and that's kind of where their argument came in. And I do think at that point Luke will, unfortunately, yes, have a new love interest. Again, you guys know the show, I don't, so no spoilers please, but these are my predictions. And then additionally, I have a prediction that no, Sookie has a love interest already, that Lane is gonna get a boyfriend this season, like a serious boyfriend. I just feel like it feels like the right time. We're still hometown, high school vibes for her to have a boyfriend. And then I do think that Jess is going to pop up this season. And I do know about Jess's relationship to another person I might really love in the show. I do know that exists. I don't know if that's a secret, but I do know about that. But I do think he's going to pop up in this show. And this is where I'm really at a point of contention or nervousness. I don't know how I'm going to feel because I did not expect to like Dean as much as I did. And as you guys know, I'm starting season 2 Team Dean. I know my only options right now are Team Dean or Team Tristan. And I'm definitely not Team Tristan. I definitely am Team Dean. But I don't know how quick that's going to change when a certain person played by a character named, or a certain character played by a person named Milo pops up. Because when that happens, all bets are off for Dean and Jared Padalecki himself. Like, all bets will be off in that situation. I think those were all my predictions that I put in that short, and I don't think I had any new ones. Oh, I think one of the ones I did cut out for time, and that was that I do think by the end of the season, I am going to really, really love Emily and Richard. Like, I think I'm going to firmly be in with them, because by the end of season 1, yes, they sometimes hurt me. Sometimes they're complicated people, but I think I overall like them as characters, and I like the ways in which they kind of push and pull on Lorelai and Rory. Okay, let me quick adjust the chat before we start this first episode. Bailey said the night you finished season 1, I ended up just letting the first 5 episodes of season 2 play to remind myself of things that happened. LOL. That's amazing. I'm very excited, nervous, all the feelings about starting season 2. Like, I genuinely am so excited, but I'm also like, what's gonna happen? Like, I don't know, because you guys' comments are always roller coaster. Like, oh, it's a ride, you know, like, oh, you're not ready for what's gonna happen. And I fear I'm not ready. Bailey says, love the border, looks similar enough to the title page of the opening credits of the show. Thank you. I was kind of going for that. And then also, this is one of my favorite fall books called You Again. And I was kind of like wanting to emulate this. I feel like this has more like purple in it, which could be fun to tie in. But anyway, she made it to the bookshelf. So did People We Meet on Vacation. Oh, and I think I showed you guys this in Summer I Turned Pretty, but Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy. Also, a couple of the Funkos got moved around. This shelf, we're not sure what we're doing. That's a full update. Sorry, you guys did not ask for that. Emma says, how many episodes are you watching this live? Love your videos. Thank you, Emma. I am planning to watch just one. It might be two. Because to be honest, I was going to go and watch the rest of a couple episodes. Let's start one. Let's see how we feel at about 8:45. Because it is a school night, aka work. But, I just say school night because I think it's funnier. But, yeah. Okay, let's start this. Without further ado, no, not season 3. Spoilers. Don't look at that. Okay. about to start Sadie, and like last time, I will put the timer, so in case you want to watch along, obviously you do not have to. If you just want my commentary in the background, that is perfectly fine. But if you do care to rewatch with me, I wanted to make it easy for you guys. So, okay, starting Sadie in 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, I think that took a second more. It might be off by like a slight millisecond, but oh, it's all the daisies. Maybe this means she said no. I fear that's not the case, but how did she even get these all around town? No, Rory, don't be in support of this. Yes, that's right. Ooh, Lorelai got highlights. I'm going to leave the intro. Okay, so she hasn't said yes. There is hope for us yet. Auntie Medina stands. There is hope for us yet. This is the best I can dance on stream. Not that I'm a good dancer in general, but also my hair is really bugging me today, so apologies, guys. And also sorry I spent probably like 15 minutes of the stream preambling before starting this episode at all. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. When I turn my head, it's too quiet. Okay. I'll just turn it up a bit then. Thank you, Bailey. Hi, Network98. Welcome to the stream. Apologies if it's now too loud, but we're trying to find a middle ground. Uh-oh. Oh no, Lane. Oh, no. Maybe Lane will go to Korea and find a boyfriend. I doubt that, though. She can't be gone forever. She can't be gone for the rest of the show. I don't believe that that would happen. Right? The daisies are crazy. Oh. No, she's about to get a bride magazine. I will say that is totally one of those feelings once you get engaged and you finally buy one of those bride magazines. 10 out of 10 failing, gonna be totally honest. Although I feel like they're one of those things that like is perhaps more interesting when you actually aren't faced with like the logistics of planning a wedding. How does everyone know? Has she been telling everyone? I'm not ready for Luke's reaction to this news. Oh no, they're all following her to Luke's. Oh my god. See, like, how can two people be this specifically blind about their feelings for each other when an entire town knows? Oh my god. The amount of daisies is crazy. These extras are putting in work. Oh! Whoa! Why does he look so much better this season? Uh, Luke? Why are we not acting more upset about this? Yeah, season 2 glow ups are so real. I want them to kiss so bad. Oh. He said, I'm playing the long game. Wait. I'm kind of obsessed with this. That's my man. I'm kind of obsessed with this way of playing it. Like, oh, that's so good for you, actually. Also, have you thought about any of this? Like, yes, Luke. This is, again, I need to preface this for some of you who might have found me in the Gilmore Girls era and not Summer Turned Pretty era. I'm not necessarily in favor of people I know in real life doing toxic things. In TV shows, I live for it. Like, it's actually my favorite thing in the world. So the fact that Luke is like, I'm not going to confess my feelings to this woman or tell her not to marry him and to be with me. I'm actually, what if we get a don't marry him, don't be with him, be with me conversation with Luke? That would probably knock me on the floor. But, sorry, where I was going with that is that I feel like I'm obsessed with Luke being like, oh, does he want more kids? Are you moving to Hartford? Like, what's going on? What's the plan? Because it's like there's nothing wrong with asking those questions, but like, why are you asking those questions? You know what I'm saying? Oh, she knows already. Oh, okay, new house. Well, is that a new house? That looks like a different sitting room. Yeah, that's definitely a different living room. Am I crazy? Or is she just excited about her and Dean getting back together? Oh. Yay, Rory! That's news to me, Lorelai. I love the fact that they're so excited, but they're so late to the news, too. Ooh, that was a nice touch, Rory. That is not her engagement ring. Actually, oh, please tell me that's not her engagement ring. That's her ring. And she's testing out how it looks on that finger. If he got her a butterfly ring as the engagement ring, I'm so sorry. I'm all for women getting the engagement ring that they want, but that's no. No. Girl, don't call him over the phone to accept the proposal. Make him show up in person. This is... Sorry, guys. I have to focus on the potential downfall of this. No. Guys, I can't. No, girl, say we need to figure this out before I say yes. Jeez. I am tired of these women in these TV shows accepting proposals. Not that everything is about money, but girl, let's pay attention to the finances a little bit. Sorry, this is trying to chill out my audio a little bit. No. Why is Rory in support of this? That doesn't make any sense to me. This is her teacher. I think that's a different dining room too. Oh, Sookie, I love you. She's the best. Oh my god, Michelle. Same, Sookie. Same. They haven't met him. This just doesn't even feel romantic. I'm so sad. He's so lame. Jackson was gonna propose. That has to be what that meant, right? That has to be what that meant. Okay, Bailey confirmed it's not her engagement ring. I think the sets are a bit different because of increased budgets. There are more details and slightly bigger sets, with the show getting picked up for another season. Jackson was 100% gonna propose, and now he's like pissed because I also just recently found out that the actress that plays Lane was like in her late 20s playing this role. She's absolutely killing playing 16. Like, in a way I've never seen an adult play a teenager before. Where is Dean? Give me a man I care about in this show. Jeez. He doesn't even know what ring to get her. I'm crashing out. I'm sorry, guys. This is not going well for me. This feels like when you marry like an NPC in The Sims, and it's kind of like this could be a lovely marriage, but also probably not. They're like, you have to create their whole personality for them. Oh my god, no. I hate this. Dean, a reprieve. A reprieve from the madness. He looks so cute. Stop. Stop. Dean's so sweet. His little haircut. Stop. Young Jared Padalecki is like unrivaled. Zelda Fitzgerald reference. I'm obsessed with Lorelai's tiny glasses. Aww. Stop. Literally sue me. I like Dean so much. He's so charming. Yes, they're so cute. I'm glad you agree, Bailey. I forget what happened that night at the dance. What is the... I'm sorry, this might be dumb. What is the water for? Also, welcome, Darius. Welcome to the stream. Oh, right. Thank you, Bailey. They were at Patty's. Stop. I would have fallen for Dean hook, line, and sinker in high school. Jeez. Also, that's an adore... Okay, the fashion moments for episode 201 are 10 out of 10 so far. Also, imagine when Emily finds out that she accepted a proposal over the phone. Like, that's going to drive her crazy. And that's when me and Emily are going to bond. Like, nobody's business. Because she's also going to think this is ridiculous. Thank you, Bailey. Oh, he got the fake tan too. Dang. Emily's like... Emily's gonna gag Mr. Medina so bad. Oh, I love you, Dean. I love Dean. Richard is gonna bounce around at 2 or else he's gonna fall lower on my favorite characters list. I can't tell you that much. Eek. Well, that's awkward. Gabby doesn't like Richard that much. Richard really grew on me, but then, like, after he was in the hospital, that's when it really got me. It's a pen? Oh, it is a pen. I love that Emily Gilmore is willing to do things for Rory. Richard is the grandfather. Yeah, Richard, gotta calm down. Yeah, Richard's gonna need to calm down because the lack of parenting that he did to Lorelai means he's gonna need to calm down. Oh my god, Richard. Is Richard the reason she goes to Yale and not Harvard? He's literally insane. It's a Friday night, Richard. I'm sure you don't have to work after a glass of wine. Dang, poor Dean just got grilled for no reason. He did nothing but be polite. That is actually hilarious that Lorelai and Emily are both like, yay, we love Rory so much. Why are they dressing Rory in kind of ugly clothes? I have a beef bone to pick with that. He's just walking off into the woods. How small is Stars Hollow, man? He's just walking into the woods. I thought he had a car. I'm obsessed with that dress. I'm obsessed with Lorelai's dress. I don't want to hear her criticize Dean when she's marrying Mr. Medina. like that every time that they get mad at Rory, it's Lorelai has to internalize that. Darius, I don't think I like Richard after this episode. I like how much he cares about Rory, but I don't like this concept that the entire town and the Gilmores have that, like, we have to protect Lord. Oh my god, that's a comically large suitcase. It's just... He needs to calm down. That's right, Emily. Defend your granddaughter. Also, sorry, I feel like I just burped in my throat, and I don't know if you guys heard that. So I'm confessing to it to apologize if you did hear it. Excuse me. No! Sookie, no! Nor, Sookie, nor. Oh no, oh no. They were too busy yelling at Dean. They didn't get to talk about. Have a good night, Darius. Oh no. Oh. Oh, see, I was right with my prediction. I'm gonna feel so bad for Emily by the end of this season. No. I'm sorry. If you are a gentleman and you're going to propose to a woman, oh, he's not even getting down on his knees. Even Jeremiah got down on his knees. This is the most... He's so blah, Lorelai. No. He's so blah. No, he hasn't even met her parents, who they see every Friday night. Like, that's gonna change just because she gets married. No, girl, no. Oh my god. Okay, all right. Let's do a quick debrief. Oh, okay, hold on. Can I get this to stop? Okay. All right. Okay, so what this was a lot. I feel like I do react more to these episodes when I am watching them on the live streams but I also feel like the ones that I have been watching have been crazy episodes. Like, here's my thing, okay? And again, I said before, like, don't accept a proposal for a man if he's not gonna get down on his knees and he's not gonna have a ring for you. Like, unless your circumstance is so beautifully wonderful outside of that. Like, no, I cannot recommend that. The fact that Mr. Medina pulled up to their house with the ring, he didn't know what she wanted. They hadn't discussed it. They had not discussed any of these things about where they were going to live and those things, like, not to be boring, but you do need to talk about those things before you get married to someone, and especially Lorelai, who already has a child. Like, the child's not hypothetical. She's real. Oh, and guess what? She's still in his English class because minimum this is like May that this is happening. So she and Max haven't been together for a year. She hasn't been at Chilton for a year, or is like closing out her first year there, which I think is her sophomore year. She's going into her junior year where she's going to have to study for the SAT, the ACT, to like get all those things prepped. This is not a good time for Lorelai, to be getting married. It's summertime. Okay, it's summertime. I guess that explains why she's not in school. But like, point is, it can't be August yet, right? Maybe, I don't know. Ugh, I'm just so anti Mr. Medina, you guys. He just pisses me off so much. Richard pissed me off. This was the episode that everyone pissed me off. It wasn't Sadie. It was people that pissed me off was the name of this episode. Because why is Richard going in on Dean that way? Sorry, I need to check my audio and see what it sounds like when it's peaking like this, because it's scaring me. Okay, hold on. Let me listen to it. It's basically, I think I'm just frustrated by the fact that Richard would act in such a way. And it was just frustrating me because I don't understand why he's going in on Dean this way. I get what they're saying is that Rory is special, but I'm also kind of over this, like, it's just the attitude. It kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Gifted with Chris Evans and McKenna Grace, I believe, is the little girl that's in it. I always confuse her and Kieran. Hold on, McKenna Grace. I'm like 99. Yeah, Gifted. Okay. Where like she's super good at math, but she's like 7 years old, and they're like wanting to put her in like college level math classes, but like she's 7 years old. And it's like, yes, Rory is smart. Yes, Rory is an exceptional person. I get we can all love and support Rory, but God forbid Rory have a hot boyfriend. Like, God forbid. Anyway, I'm definitely, me and Emily have the best interests of the Gilmore Girls at heart right now. I think she and I are the most aligned right now. I'm obsessed with the way Luke played that. Guys, I think we might have to watch another episode. I'm going to be so honest with you right now. I'm just like, we've got the stream going. It hasn't even been an hour yet. It's only natural that we watch another episode, but I do have to run to the restroom really quick. So I'm going to put this on a BRB thing. I'll be right back. And then we will start episode 2. I'll reset the timer, and whatnot, but let me add that in the chat. Give me about 5 minutes and I'll be right back. my gosh. Also, when I popped that BRB thing up there, I realized how out of date my end card on my videos is, how out of date my stream starting soon, which we're kind of in the right season because I started doing these in like winter or like spooky season, which the fact that I've used it for so long when there's clearly like a mug that has a boo on it. I mean, it's not like immediately recognizable as like fall. I guess I have the bat on like the thing, but that like I need to fix that. So potential updates to that coming soon. But are you guys ready to potentially watch, or not even potentially, we're watching episode 202, okay? I can't hold myself back. Okay, Bailey says, I like Max, but I don't love him for Lorelai. They get along well enough, but the chemistry is not super evident, and they still have so much to learn about each other, especially in terms of merging their lives. This is exactly how I feel, Bailey, because, like, listen, like, I'm all for, like, a love story where they don't know each other that long. I mean, I'm not, like, typically a fan of, like, the insta-love trope and whatnot, but I feel like generally, like, if something is, like, so just crazy romantic, like, I can usually get behind it, but the fact that it's like not romantic, they don't have the chemistry that like her and Luke have, which I think is like the point. I think you're supposed to be seeing her like be swept off her feet by this guy that's like maybe not right for her, maybe not perfect. I'm gonna start it in a second. I'll start the timer when I start it, but yeah, it is kind of just crazy to me that they're like ready to get married so quickly when I don't actually know how that changes things. Like, they were apart for a significant amount of time too, and I don't know. I'm just kind of like, why are we rushing into this, Lorelai? Like, why? And I get kind of this feeling of like she wants to do something for herself. She hasn't probably been able to date. I think it's explicitly stated in season 1 she hasn't really dated in a long time. But I'm just like, girl, this is also like, while you were on a break with him, like you did have some like unaddressed feelings for Rory's father. Like, perhaps this is not the way to go. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I think Max just bothers, or Mr. Medina bothers me so much because there were so many reasons for them not to be together in the first place, and now they're ignoring all of those reasons and getting married anyway. Like, that's kind of frustrating me. I'm going to be completely honest. Kind of frustrating me. Sorry. I just adjusted my like overlay thing or border, and I didn't really need to do that, so apologies there. Are we ready to start 202? I think we are. I'm gonna reset the thing and I will push play on it when I start. Bailey said, also not to get ahead, but I will confirm doing live stream or filming watching episode 5. You wrote it down last live stream, but yeah, def that episode. Okay, so this is my plan. Since we're gonna watch 202 now, I'm gonna see if I can finish the other episodes by tomorrow, in which case I will do a stream of 205 tomorrow. That might be really ambitious though, because I am of course trying to get the other video out, but we're gonna see what I'm capable of getting out stream wise. But I have that whole list of episodes like in my planner for YouTube, so I will not be missing those episodes. It's just going to be a little bit difficult because it's every 5 episodes essentially. Well, or I think it was like 201, 205, 210, 213, and then like the last 2 episodes, which like 2 episodes back to back is easier, but like 210 and 213, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. So just be patient with me, guys. Some of the Gilmore Girls content, like I'm still trying to hit that like once a week interval with this stuff, in addition to like the daily shorts and stuff. But adding in the live stream may be adding a difficult component to how fast I can get these analysis videos out. And also it's hard because it's like you don't want to analyze too much these episodes when you're watching it for the first time with like more episodes past it in mind potentially. Alas, let's watch this next episode. Okay, hold on, let me exit. I do watch a lot of Marvel, Darius. In fact, just the other day, I finished Marvel Zombies, which I really enjoyed, and I'm very excited for the player versus everyone mode, PvE mode in Marvel Rivals for Marvel Zombies. But, okay, I see Paris, so we're going to have to watch for Paris. Okay. I'm going to do this. Okay, we're started. Oh, sorry. I didn't do the countdown. I don't want to see Lorelai acting like a bride. Sorry, that was my water. I am liking Rory a lot this season so far. Obviously, it's been not even 2 episodes, but I just feel like Lorelai's gonna lose her spunk. The problem is that Mr. Medina hasn't done anything technically wrong except for be kind of non-committal and a little bit frustrating to me personally, you know. But like, he hasn't done anything outwardly offensive. Oh, new Jared Padalecki or new Dean in Paris in the opening credits. Nah, Richard can go. He can leave. I'm not happy with him. Although I'm guessing this is like days after. Maybe it's the next day after. I don't know. Ooh, the wig is bad. The wig is bad. Wait, is Chilton like year-round school? Like, what's going on? They said summer classes, but... Oh, no, this is the end of the school year. Okay, I'm understanding now. This is the end of the school year. They're signing up for summer classes. Aww. Oh, right, because Lane's going to Korea for summer break. Okay, I'm understanding. Okay, Bailey said growing up watching the show, I paid more attention to Rory. On my first full watch of the show, I think it was around 20. I'm surprised how the show is nicely even. It really is even. Laura became my favorite that forward of the three Gilmore Girls, but the more I watch, I think Emily's my fave. I think it's just hard for me to understand on the first watch through Emily's like perspective of like not relating to her child for kind of this like image reason, or not relating, but like pushing her out. I feel like they've really downgraded Rory's fashion. They already know it's too late. Sometimes it can just depend on the episode. Everyone's flawed can be annoying. Yeah, it totally does. It is definitely interesting because like I didn't watch the show at all growing up, and so now I'm only ever gonna see it from this like adult perspective. And I definitely think I would have probably resonated with Rory, but oh, so has it only been 1 week and he didn't call? Emily's wearing the next. Yeah, it's sage instead of purple. Yeah, no, I agree, Bailey. I don't love it that much. It looks better in green than it did in purple. Oh, he did call. Okay. Okay, you know what? I forgive Richard. Oh, poor Richard's just so sad. He doesn't want to be. Also, carrying around a ring that big. That look from Emily. I've heard rumblings. That's exactly how I feel, Emily. See, if this was anyone else, I'd be like, Emily's being outrageously mean about this. But no, because it is Mr. Medina, I relate to her so much. Excuse me, guys. Also, Luke works insane shifts. Like from the morning to the evening. Barbecue burger on the background. Sign me up for that. Give me that. Was he in the same shirt though? I don't think he was. I think it just looks generally the same. I'm loving this outfit for Rory. I love that top on Lorelai. Poor Lane. Poor Lane, man. love teen. That's a. I'm watching 202, Jordy. Season 2, episode 2. Dean offering to take her to the bookstore once again. That's on the pros list, on the solidly pros list. Oh, thank you, Gabby. Thank you, Bailey. Oh, she almost just fell. You're just letting a 16-year-old girl with no training help build this house? Oh my god. Paris is gonna be here though, right? This has to be like Paris's like escape or whatever, and that's why she didn't want Rory to come. Told you. Paris. If Paris doesn't get into Harvard, I'm gonna cry. Because for Rory, she has other options, but I feel like Paris just deserves it. Poor Paris. She cannot be wearing that. That is crazy. Ay, ay, ay. Just help the blind and the orphans now? That line did not age well, but Oh, perhaps I am seeing the cracks in the facade. I feel like this is a childish fight, and I think they can get past this because I think it's silly, and I don't think she actually needs to be panicking this much. Yes, Lorelai. You're not Luke is what's wrong, Mr. Medina. This is so bland. I'm bored. Uh, mm, I really, like, desperately need a don't be with him speech. I need it from Luke. She's not wrong about Emily and Richard's reaction, but I do think she's right. Like, I know where it's coming from for Emily, but it's the wrong react. Like, her doing it Like, Lorelai doesn't know that she's upset at her for not telling her. I definitely think Rory's overreacting. I think the thing is, nobody wants to be told, like, I don't have time for you, I have more important things. Like, especially when you're dating. That's just a hard truth. So I think it's like, it'd be different if it was like, hey, Dean, do you want to help me come up with my list? But again, they're 16. Like, they don't know how to talk to each other that way. Yeah, I do think Mr. Medina is like a nice guy. I do think he deserves somebody nice. I just don't want it to be Lorelai, and I think he's just bland. And I'll never forgive him for not proposing in person or on a knee. See, like, Max isn't even, like, being a part of this conversation. Like, come on, man. Cookie, that is partially true. But mostly just proposing over the phone is diabolical work. And he did suggest, what am I trying to say? Yes, it's so much bigger, Bailey. Oh, this is sad. Yeesh. Now, where is Max? Because he was at the door. Oh, there he is. No handshake, Max. He just blah. Ooh, chocolate praline. That's my vote. Oh, Sookie's such a sweet friend. Luke's gonna have to be there. Poor Luke. Oh my god, it's in the town square. Okay, DJ Lane. The pink does look so good on her. I think it pops with her eyes. No Mr. Medina for 2 months? Wait, I'm getting the summer return pretty flashbacks. Planning a wedding by herself? Having issues with her mother? Someone else being in love with her? Guys. Aw, this is so sweet that the whole town loves them so much. I am too excited about it. I don't want to see him for as many episodes as possible. Did he just call those little girls? Dean's back. Yes! Oh. Stop. They're so cute and they're apologizing. Aww. Stop. They're so stinking cute. I feel like the gazebo is very significant for who they actually end up with. It's a theory I have. Because I don't think either of them's been inside the gazebo and like kissed somebody. But I feel like that's going to be a significant moment when that happens. Where is Luke? He has to be around here somewhere. Like, she left her own wedding shower with the entire town to go find one person. Luke, are we going to say something that needs to be said or no? I'm hip. Sookie and Jackson are going to live together? All those desserts look so good. Oh, Dean and Rory. Oh no, Lane's about to leave. Lane, we'll miss you, girlfriend. Come back soon. He came! He came! And what is he supposed to do? Just watch her be happy and in love? I guess, yeah. Not the little girl staring at him. Elizabeth Taylor. Little Taylor Swift song reference. Emily. Oh, poor Lorelai. Forgive her, Emily. Aww. Aww, that was a good episode. I like that episode. Okay, so review. Rory's still freaking out about Harvard. Paris is freaking out about Harvard. Rory and Dean are on really good terms. They can have a fight. They can apologize. They can communicate. I still don't like Mr. Medina, and nobody's going to make me like Mr. Medina. Okay. And to some of your points, yes, I dislike Mr. Medina. Number one reason is because he's not Luke. Excuse me. Number two reason is... Oh, wait, I didn't pause it. Sorry. Okay. Number two reason, and arguably maybe should be the number one reason, it really just irks me that it feels like with his relationship with Lorelai, like he wasn't going to call her after they broke things off. Which I get was probably more in her wheelhouse anyways because she broke up with him and whatever, but like he is not the romantic lead kind of man that Lorelai deserves. He's not particularly romantic. He's not particularly, like, he's not going out of his way for her. And I feel like he is very much just going like, well, yeah, we'll just figure this stuff out. And I just don't think that Lorelai is that kind of person, you know? And I also just really just, I'm going to be so honest with you guys. It is going to irk me forever, for as long as he's in the show, that he did not propose in person and did not propose in a happy way, proposed after a fight. Like, I just can't with him. So those are my like biggest things against him. I love Dean. Richard apologized and he did it, and he clearly cares a lot about his granddaughter, but I still think it's I think it should be bad that they're like hating on Dean, specifically because Dean is not an Ivy League man. He's not an Ivy man, because I kind of have a feeling that there's potentially only one or two love interests that Rory might have, of the ones I know about, that would potentially be an Ivy man. And I don't necessarily think that makes them the right guy for her, because I do think Rory kind of thrives in her relationship with Dean because Dean really respects and appreciates her intelligence. He is intelligent himself, but not to the same degree of like dedication that Rory is. And I think that adds for like an interesting dynamic for her relationship with him. And I just generally feel as though that doesn't need to be their focus. I like that we're getting progress with Emily and Lorelai, but I hate that it's coming at this like bland wedding. I'm so sad that Lane is going to Korea for the summer and won't be a part of, I'm sure, a large portion of these episodes. But then I'm interested to see what the next couple episodes are, if some of these major characters or characters that should be like really important in the plot at this point are like disappearing. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of all I have to say about these first 2 episodes. I can't believe we're in season 2 of Gilmore Girls. Thank you to all of you who have been along for this journey with me. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, there will be an analysis video for 116 through 122, and then there will be one for, I'm thinking 202 through like maybe 205 or so. So I'm going to figure out exactly when all of those are coming out. My number one priority is getting 116 through 121 out to you guys. And then we're going to see if I can squeeze in a 205 live stream this week. We're going to see with my schedule. And if it works, great. And I'll see you and you guys will know about it. It may just be like a little bit last minute. I'm being totally honest. I really do want to get on a cadence, but there's been a couple things that have been popping up lately that have made like no particular one day of the week perfect for me to do these streams. Potentially things will be changing soon to where that will actually be a possibility. But until that point, just I would say I would really appreciate if you're not already and you've watched this, I think you would appreciate I would appreciate you subscribing, and I think you would get enjoyment out of the content. Sorry, that was such an awkward way to say that. But if you enjoyed the content you've seen in this live stream, I think you would enjoy the other content I have on my channel. I think you would enjoy subscribing. I would really appreciate if you did so. And make sure that your notification bell is on. I'm going to be way better about my community posts, notifying you guys of things. And then the other great place to get information of if I'm going to do like a last minute live stream is the Instagram stories. Follow my Instagram. The link is in the description below. I would greatly appreciate that as well. That's also just like my quickest, easiest, fastest way to kind of update you guys about things. But like I said, I'm going to try to make sure I'm very clear about all streams, upcoming streams, and like when videos are coming out and what episodes they cover, because I know some of you guys are watching this along with me, whether it's for the first time or rewatching. I think most of you guys are rewatching. But yeah, I'm going to try to be really good about getting all that information out to you guys a little bit sooner and giving you guys a good heads up. But for now, that is all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching these 2 episodes with me, hanging out on the stream. And yeah, I appreciate you guys and all your support so immensely. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful week. And I will see you on the internet very soon. Bye, guys.